Hey everyone, I've been really distracted lately. Finally found this yarn was on sale. So this is the Lion brand, quick and easy, and it's in the Hudson Bay colorway. I have been waiting forever for it to come on sale because I've been wanting to make this chunky boxy jumper. I can't show you the pattern because the little picture's too small, but if I can find it on Etsy, I'll send you the link in the description later. And so I've been wanting to make this jumper for ages, and I did make it up in another Lion brand yarn last year. I absolutely love the dusty pink colour. I'm like a magpie seeing something shiny. I hone in on that colour. I've got to have it. It turned out that it was recycled plastic. When I made the jumper, I put it on. I was like, it's great. I'm going, it looks like it's stretching. My husband walked in, said, it looks like it's going to fit me. I'm going, well, dusty pink's not really your colour, honey. So he put it on, and within 2 minutes, it was oversized on him, and he normally wears a 3XL, 4XL. That's how quickly it stretched out. So I undid it and tried to make something else, and it stretched again, not as badly, but it just wasn't working for me. So I was really disappointed with it, undid it, sent it off to a charity shop, and hoped that somebody else was able to work with it and come up with a project that was suitable for them. So with this chunky sweater, it knits up super fast because you are knitting them on these size 15. Sorry, this chair's a bit squeaky. 15 needles, so that's why the fabric is really chunky. It's not loose, too loose, so really pleased with how it's knitting up. So that's the back's finished. I'm just going to pop this down and I'll grab the front. I normally, when I'm knitting, I knit with commercial brand patterns, so it was a little bit hard to work out some of the instructions regarding the decreases on around the neck and the sleeve. So I'm hoping I've done it right, but I am 1 stitch extra on one sleeve. But as you know, my counting's pretty crap. So when I actually cast on, I was still 2 stitches down. But as you can see, I don't think it's going to be too much of a factor. It's still going to be quite boxy. So we'll see how it goes together. I'm sure it will be wonderful because the pink one turned out beautifully, and yeah, we'll just see how that goes. So really pleased. And now that I've babbled for a little while, welcome to the Fleecy Needles Podcast. My name's Laurel. I'm coming to you from the capital of Australia. It's a very overcast, humid day here today, so I'll get through this quickly so I don't get too hot. I have made a lot more progress on my husband's blue jumper. This is the Click Heat and Country Natural Wools. It's about 20 years old. When you last video, I had just split for the division here. So it's a, gosh, now I've got him. It's the men's top that has the little placard in it. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But I've finished the top, and normally you would decrease along the top. What I do is I found a 3-needle bind off pattern video sometime last year, and I tried it on one of my other cardigans, and the finish was just so much better than sewing together, because I would find like where you had one cast off row joining to the next cast row, I'd always end up with a little hole, but by doing the 3-needle bind off, it turns out really well. So hopefully I will have a bit more done next week. I've also managed to start a sleeve. So not much progress on the sleeve, but it has been really dark and overcast. So, and with our house, it has got really poor lighting, and downstairs, we're back into a hill with high fences around it. So it's a little bit hard doing the darker colour downstairs, and even today, we might have a couple of hours of really good light, and then it's just like living in a dungeon, this house. So I do struggle with colours, but that is a progress on my husband's jumper. So that's been really good. He's getting a bit excited that I might actually finish something this year already. So the other thing that I have done a little bit of work on, and not as much as I would have liked, because yes, this week has been quite busy, and the weather just making the house really dark hasn't helped. So this is the merino possum wrap scarf. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to find, this is my marker, so probably made one section between the little cables, so we can actually see the cables a little bit better. Just wanted to give it a little bit of texture, but use the colouring as the main focus. So this is 80% merino, 20% possum in the rosebud colour, and it's from Handmade by Catkins, her yarn little store, which is on Etsy. I have made quite a bit of progress on the sock for my son. Last week I had just cast on and done one row. What took so long this week was just the ribbing. I don't know why, but I'd get half row and I just have to put it down and walk away. Again, it was probably the colours. Even though I do wear glasses, the lighting in the house can be really poor at times, and it's shifting all the time. So once I got that done in an afternoon, I just whizzed through doing the stripes and then doing the heel flap and gusset. So, but again, because I've got these darker colours here, and because it's so tiny, trying to pick up those little side stitches will just take me a little while. So maybe I need to invest in one of those lights that you hook behind your neck and see if that helps. So if any of you have used them, I'd love to know what your feedback is, whether they're worth all the hype and whether it's worth investing in them at all. So yeah, and then I got that project back out that has been giving me quite a bit of grief because, as you know, I can't count. So as I said, because the weather's been so bad, I needed something light to work on. So I managed to get 64 stitches on here instead of 72, and I decided to do the 1x1 rib. It's still a little bit loose, but it's much better than the 2x2, and I probably will have to elasticate it. But as these are for my husband's birthday in mid-February, I really wanted to get something done. So really happy with how they're turning out, and relieved that I finally got the correct stitch count for those ones. So I haven't really done a lot this week, just for the purely being busy, and yeah, being so super focused on that boxy sweater, which I absolutely love. So yeah, that's about it all for me. I hope you get some inspiration to make your own handmade gorgeous garment or scarf or accessory, whatever. And we'll see you again soon. So happy knitting. Bye for now. See ya.